Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. The other day, about 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I can't remember, I made a video and we talked about people that pick certain guns that just doesn't fit them well or they can't shoot well for conceal carry. And we talked about some issues that I have with some people's choices in that department. And I don't mean to bash anybody. I want everybody to carry, and I want everybody to be competent, and I want everybody to be safe, and I want everybody to train with their guns. But I do think there is certain firearms that fit certain people and their strengths and weaknesses, and I think you need to figure that out. But we talked about a drill called the to be or not to be drill, and it was all about, doing this drill to see if you was good enough with this drill. If you passed this drill, then you would be good enough to carry your concealed carry weapon or that weapon that you do the drill with. So I think it's just a simple drill. It's not really hard, and we'll talk about it some more in a second. But if you can't do this drill, I would be left with quite a bit of confidence that you could actually take care of those around you, your family members, whatever you're doing, whether you're doing church security, you're going to the mall with your family, you're going to the movies with your family, whatever you're doing, I would feel like I wouldn't have the confidence to carry the gun I'm carrying if you could not pass this drill. And the drill's simple. I called it the to be or not to be drill. It's mostly referring to be your carry weapon or not to be your carry weapon. So it's just a simple, in the title, it kind of tells you what it is, what it's about, and that is whether the gun you are doing the drill with should be carried by you or not. It's a simple drill, yet it's something that you do have to be somebody that trains at least every once in a while to be able to do a drill like this, and it has to be a gun that you are capable with, like a gun that you can shoot very efficiently and shoot very accurately with. It can't just be any old gun that you're going to pass this drill with. But this is what I've been carrying for the last 6 months, and I have not really shot it too much in the last 4 months. I think it's been about 4 months since I shot this gun, and I've been carrying it for 6 months. I don't have a whole lot of rounds through it. I don't even have a lot of experience with it, but I have shot it enough to feel confident in it and to make sure it's reliable. Shot it in 2 competitions, and I really do like this gun. I wanted to pick a gun that I've been carrying, so I'm not being a hypocrite on here. I wanted to carry a gun. I wanted to do this drill with a gun that also is budget friendly, and this gun actually can be had for, starting price for under $450. And I have about $600 and something in this gun, not counting the optic and the light, but I've, additions to it that you don't have to have. But this is just a budget-friendly gun, so I didn't want to shoot one of my race guns, and that's kind of hypocritical as well. So this is what I've been carrying. This is a fairly new gun to me because I haven't had it I think I haven't even had it for a year yet. So it's fairly new to me. It's fairly budget-minded. It's not a race gun. It's something I actually carry. I've been carrying it for a while. So that's what I did the drill with. And I definitely don't want to be able to tell y'all to do something that I can't do. And if I say that you should do this to carry a gun, then I'm not going to be a hypocrite and not show you that I can do that. Okay, so that's kind of the basis of this video. You're going to see me do the drill. I'll talk about it a little bit more right now before we get started, and I'll talk about it while the video's playing as well. But the drill is the to be or not to be drill. So if you can pass this drill, then I think you're competent enough and you're trained enough with that particular weapon to carry it. And it's a simple drill. I give you 12 seconds from your concealed carry position. So from the draw where you're concealed carrying. If you're carrying the pocket, you start from the pocket. If you're carrying appendix, start from your appendix. If you're carrying 3 o'clock, start from 3 o'clock. If you're carrying small of the back, start from the small of the back, okay? So you've got 2 seconds to draw the gun, so 12 seconds total. 2 seconds to draw the gun. Not necessarily, you'll have more time if you shoot faster, and I'll explain that. Even you'll see that in my video. I took more time to draw the gun. So you basically, though, have 2 seconds to draw the gun and 1 second per shot at 10 yards. So 10 shots at 10 yards in 12 seconds into an A-zone IDPA target, or it can be a USPSA. I don't really care. It can even be a B8 target. Just something around 8 inches circle, 6 inches by 10 inches rectangle, somewhere in that range of size of target. I'm not really too concerned about what target you use. Just make sure it's not no bigger than I don't want it to be a foot circle a foot in diameter circle. I want it to be smaller than that. So no bigger than, like, say, a 10-inch circle, but an A-zone size target, a B8 size target, something like that. Start. You got 12 seconds, 10 shots. Get at least 9 out of 10 in under 12 seconds. Make sure you time yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty simple drill. There's nothing really complicated about it. I do want to explain, when I shot this drill, I did not shoot this multiple times and put it on camera. I promise you, I don't lie about stuff like that. This is the first time I've shot this gun. This drill is the first time I've shot this gun in over 4 months. And it was cold. I haven't shot any other guns today. It's kind of cold outside. This is just coming home from church and showing you that I can do this drill, and I'm not being a hypocrite about saying this and telling y'all something that I can't do myself. So I want to make sure that anything that I do is simplistic and realistic, for the common person. I don't try to be something I'm not, and I'm not no professional, especially when it comes to all the guns I have. There's some guns I shoot a lot better than others. This is not, I wouldn't say this is my favorite gun to shoot, but I can shoot it pretty efficiently, and that's what I'm proving today. But I do want to say, when you watch the video, you'll notice that I hit, my accuracy was not fantastic. Didn't expect to be after not shooting in 4 months. And I will say too, that shooting on camera can be quite a bit harder, because I'm turning the camera on, I'm going over there myself, I'm filming myself, I'm running the timer myself. So I went over there to hit the timer, and I forgot last time I set the timer to go off faster. So I wasn't even really set up well when the timer went off, and I thought, well, let's go anyway. So I didn't really worry about that. The timer went off faster before I was really even ready. It's a lot easier if you and a buddy go out to the range and do this, where maybe he can film you, or you don't have to film, and he can time you. When you're having to film yourself and time yourself and you're on camera, it adds extra stress and extra factors that make it a little more difficult, for sure. But yeah, I took a little longer to draw than I would have liked to, because I didn't think the buzzer the beep would have went off as quick as it did. So that threw me off, and I took about 3 seconds on my draw, but all my shots were around a 0.75 par time. That's a little bit slow, but I'm okay with that. At 10 yards, it's going to have to be a little slower than at 3, 5, or 7 yards, right? So that's why I'm giving you 12 seconds to do these 10 shots, because realistically, 10 yards is outside the distance a lot of people even shoot. Most people shoot within 3 to 7 yards or something like that. So you should be able to shoot up to 25 yards, even further, if you have time, or if you have the ability to do so. You should train at those further distances. But I will say, my group wasn't that great, but I'm being realistic. I shot this cold. This was the first time I shot in 4 months. But you can see on the target that I did shoot 3 shots. The first 3 shots were a little high in the A zone, and then I kind of reestablished my grip and kind of re-aimed again. I did notice something, and I have to take note of, and this is something you need to do as well. But when I was shooting the target, I shot the first 3 high, and then I kind of re-gripped and reestablished my aim point, and I shot more toward the middle. But I think I was shooting toward the bullet holes, and you can see where I kind of moved down toward the bottom left as I shot. All my shots were like one after the other, were pretty close to each other, but it started moving, and that's because I was kind of aiming at the holes, the bullet holes, instead of really just aiming at the center mass and just pulling the trigger. And that's my fault. That's something I need to work on with this gun. So, and I need to think about that and take note of that. But everything was well within the A zone, no line breakers or nothing like that. So it turned out pretty good, and I was pretty happy with it. But guys, here's the drill. Try it for yourself on your carry guns, and especially if you've been carrying the same one for several months. Please go out and try it and see if you can, because I think if you pass this drill, and let's say this as well, to pass it, you only need 9 out of 10 in the A zone. So you don't have to be 100% in the A zone, but 9 out of 10 need to be in the A zone. So whatever target you're shooting, make sure that 9 out of 10 are in that zone, okay? And that's not very hard. I got all 10 in, and like I said, my group size wasn't what I want it to be, but being that I shot this cold, I think if I would have shot this 3 or 4 times, you would have seen that group really tighten up. So it's good for me to note these things. It's good for you to do it cold like this, because it kind of tells you where you're really at. In case something came up and you needed to use your gun, you would kind of know kind of how you would shoot it cold, and that's part of the point. So I hope you enjoyed the drill. Here it is. I might show it at the first of this video and after in full screen, so maybe that'd be the best way to do it. But God bless. Have a great day. Have any questions, comments, leave them below. Please like and subscribe and support the channel, and that's what supports the channel more than anything. And I appreciate all of you kind of watching and go along with this journey for me and my, training and marksmanship, and just maybe we can help each other along the way. God bless. Have a great day. Okay, starting the drill, I had the timer set a little too fast, so I was expecting a little more time to kind of get ready. So my draw was a little slow, about 3-second draw from the timer because I wasn't really set up yet. But I shot every shot in under a second cadence. And as you can see here in a minute, I'll show you the timer on the screen. We'll show you kind of what we shot and when we shot it. Like I said, the draw was a little bit slow, but we did kind of make up for that in our shots. This was shot cold, first shot of the day, first time I shot the gun in 6 months. It's my carry gun, and you can see right here on the target, the first three were the first 3 shots. I kind of readjusted and started shooting a little low. I was kind of probably following the holes a little bit too much with my sights instead of actually just center of mass.